body, it even be rocking with Buddy. The pictures I seen, I'm like, damn, it got lucky. Take it from him and not leave him with nothing. She wanna go viral.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Asia, and I will be telling you my story time about my cheating toxic ex. But I have a dentist appointment a little later, so I will be hurrying up and tell you this first. Grab your snacks, grab your drinks, grab your alcohol, whatever you need. Watch. This will be triggering, some will be triggering, and will be shocking too, and you'll be traumatized, because if this happens to you, comment down below. And also check out my other videos that y'all don't even leave a like y'all don't even care. Y'all some fake asses. Anyways, so we would name my ex Bubble Bass because he lies too much. Like, y'all know that episode on SpongeBob when Bubble Bass, when he lied about not having pickles on his Krabby Patty, even though it was under his tongue? Yeah, that's the type of lie that my ex did. So I'm gonna tell you that what me and Bubble Bass relationship is. Before our relationship, me and Bubble Bass has went to a Christian school before. Okay, I was there before him, and then he was new, he was shy, and he was a nerd because he had braces and glasses. And first of all, I don't care about braces or glasses on guys because it looks cute on them. But for him, he's an effing nerd. You know, I was shy and he was shy. Well, mainly I'm the shy one because I'm a shy person. Me and Bubble Bass, we started talking, and I was really shy around him because I'm literally shy around a guy. Well, boy, back then, because I still am shy around a guy. So yeah, I was real shy around him because, you know, I don't really be around guys that much, or boys. Am I mistaken? Yeah, you know, we became friends. You know, we were sharing our interests in a lot of stuff. And then I began to have a crush on him, which I also had a crush on another guy, but mainly both of them. But, you know, I had a crush on Bubble Bass. And for that other guy, we ain't gonna talk about it, but I had a crush on him, and he be making fun of me and shit like that. So we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, I told this girl that I had I told her my crushes at school, and then she was like, which one you have a crush on? You have a crush on Bubble Bass? And I was like, yeah. And so after that, I couldn't stop thinking about, like, that I told her, because mainly I like to keep stuff. I usually keep stuff inside, and I just, you know, couldn't. I just had to tell a friend that I had a crush on him. I think he had a crush on me also, but at the same time, he was flirting with other girls. Yeah, a guy told me that, and I was shocked at first, but we're gonna get to that. But yeah, a few years at that school, he was ready to leave. He was ready to leave that school, along with my two other friends, frenemies. And I'm just like, I was like really sad, and I had to stuck with these ugly kids at this school. You know, I was like crying, bawling my eyes out, like, why is he leaving? I was devastated. He was like, we can always call each other and we can hang out and stuff like that. You know, I'm one phone call away. You can text me if you want. So I was like, okay, I guess. So like a year later, I think it was Valentine's Day, and he came and visited the school. No, he bought flowers for the girls and didn't buy me anything. But he just gave me you know, like one of them little M&M candies. Yeah, he gave me that instead of a flower. I'm like, wow, that really hurt. But I was glad to see him at the same time. But instead, I was a little hurt because I never got a flower from a guy. But when he did that with the other girls, I was a little jealous and hurt. I was like, do he even like me no more? So after Valentine's Day, I went to a restaurant with my family. And then after the dinner, I had got a text from him on my phone saying that, do you want to be boyfriend and girlfriend? And I was like, yeah. But on the inside, I was real happy. But on the inside, I was jumping up and down. I was having butterflies in my stomach, which I was like really happy about. So days later, and also I was still at this Christian school, which is prison because it is. And then at lunchtime, I had gotten a text from him saying that he wants to break up with me. I'm sorry, I don't remember what the text message, but all I know is that he broke up with me through text. And I was devastated. I was crying to my friend. We'll call her Mindy. So I was crying to Mindy saying that he broke up with me. Look, he texted me saying he wants to break up with me. And to remind y'all, I was like 13 and he was like 16 or 17, which I can't remember. I think he was 16. So Mindy says, well, because you're younger and he's older, of course he'll probably find the next girl or blah, 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 blah. And I was like, but I want him, which I was crying. I don't know. Oh, man, why did I cry over this nigga? So, yeah, I was like, but I want him. I want him to be my boyfriend and this and that, my future husband, blah, blah, everything I said. But so, yeah, after school, my mom picked me up. And then I told her that Bubble Bass broke up with me. And then she was like, girl, I told you you're too young to have a girlfriend. Didn't I tell you you was too young to have a boyfriend? And don't worry about him. F him. Just focus on getting your education. So which I try to do. And then we would hit to the number store, which my mom always does every single damn day after school. So I got a text from, you know who? Bubble Bass. Saying that, I'm sorry, can we please get back together? I love you, and this and that. And then stupid old me says, okay. Like, oh my God. Yeah, I was young and dumb back then. I didn't know what love was, and he didn't either. A year later, I decided to go to the same school that he went to. And my other two frenemies too. My broke frenemies. So I was like so excited that we get to go to the same school again. We get to talk every day and have fun every single day at lunch and recess. And then we started dating again. We been dating, but like we was on and off, but like we was dating. I was 13. I think he was like still 16 or 17ish. I don't remember. But yeah, he was older, like I said, and I'm younger. We began to tell people that we are dating, and then people was like weird about it because he's 16 slash 17 and I'm 13, which it is kind of illegal and weird, but yeah. But at the same time, I didn't care. I had a crush on him. I loved him. I liked him. And he kind of do, but he treated me like crap. I'll tell you that part. We had to fake break up. Yeah, we and him had to fake saying that we had to tell people that we broke up. Yo, little actress me, fake cried to one morning. I fake cried to the girls saying that he broke up with me. I can't believe he did this to me. And then the girls comfort me and say, oh, don't worry about him. He's such a jerk. You know how us girls comfort each other. So we have to date in secret. Let me tell you something. Dating in secret is like hard, even though when you're younger, but it gets a little easier when you get older, Like also, I've seen a lot of couples in my school, at this school that we used to go to. Sorry, y'all. I had to go to my dentist appointment, but I'm back now. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but my face is swollen right now, or I think it's swollen, but I can't feel anything. So back to the story. So where was I? Oh yeah. So we had lots of couples at our school. Like they were like holding hands, making out as usual, and cuddling and kissing, which I was trying to be that couple, like holding hands, cuddle. But we just had to keep it on the down low. And plus, we don't want to hear nobody talk about our relationship, because you know people at that school nosy as hell. So yeah, I had to keep on down low as much as usual, but deep down, I kind of don't wanna like. I want to be them type of couples that like, you know, that just hold hands and don't care what nobody else about our relationship. Like we don't know what to do at this point, so we just go on with his plan. Like at school, we used to always go into the empty classrooms when nobody's there. And the other class is somewhere. I don't know what they were, but I really don't care. But he will always sneak me into the empty classroom. We would like kiss and stuff. We would just kiss, you know. We didn't like do none of that. Like those other kids was doing. We were just kissing, and then when we hear like footsteps, a bunch of footsteps, we have to go our separate ways. Like I went the other way. Oh yeah, but yeah, we got 2 doors in the classroom. I say like that door he went to, and that's B10 like that's the door. So I went that way and he went that way. Then like we wasn't in the same room. So then we would continue on sneaking and go to the empty rooms. Oh yeah. Go to the empty classroom and the bathrooms too. One time, my old friend we'll call her ex. Me and Bubble Bass, we was kissing by the girls' bathroom. We had to wait till everybody goes in the classroom, and then it was just us. We was kissing, and then my friend X saw us. She was shocked. We had to make sure she does not tell us. I mean, she does not tell on us, because you know people at the school got big ass mouths. Yeah, and also I was a cheerleader at the school too. Like whenever me and him go to games, we had to sneak. We had to find like an empty place. You know, like we couldn't find an empty place, so we just find under the stairway. Yeah, me and him just made out under the stairway, but we almost got caught. Thank goodness, though. But yeah, all those times that we've been sneaking, we didn't get caught until we got caught. So one time, oh my God, this is an embarrassing incident, but it was one morning, you know, we was trying to find a place to make out at, but we couldn't find any. We usually used to do it outside, you know, like in the backyard, I think. Back of the school, we used to do that, but now we had to find a place where no one can see us. And so this fool chose the van. Yeah, we had a school van, and let's just say I didn't want to do it in the van because we might get caught. He just chose a van, so I just had to go with it. So then, when the teachers and nobody was looking, he snuck both of us to the van, you know. We just started, you know, kissing and making out and this and that. Until my teacher and the principal's wife caught us. Well, actually, I saw them, but we had to hide, and then I had to quickly, I had to like sneak past them, but you know, I didn't do it. I was terrible sneaking that day. You know, they saw me, and then my teacher asked, "What were you doing by the van?" And so I had to lie and tell her that I lost my lip gloss when we went to the field trip, and I had to look for it in there. And then she was saying, "Who was with you?" And I said, "Bubble Bass." So yeah, we got We got in trouble. We went to the classroom. My teacher, she told me, oh yeah, she's my favorite teacher, by the way. Just letting you know. So my teacher says, so what were you really doing in the van? I just told her I was looking for my lip gloss that I lost. That it was a lie. It was a lie. And I told Bubba Bass, can you help me find it? And I don't think, and so my teacher kind of didn't believe me, but I had to make it really, really true. But yeah, we got in trouble, and he, I think, got suspended. I think suspended for like 2 or 3 days. So yeah, and then I got in trouble. Yeah, I got in trouble when I got home too. But luckily, I didn't get a whooping, but I got my phone taken, and so is he. Like every 2 days at school, I had to write 100 times. I forgot what I was writing, but yeah, I had to write 100 times. I hated that crap. I had to do that before lunch and during lunch. I really did not like. I hated that. I really hated it. But I think Bubble Bass has to do it too, but at home, and he got his phone taken. And then when it was time for him to come back to school that morning, he got a freaking track phone. His mom took his phone from him. So his mom took his phone from him, and he just bought a freaking track phone. Like, dang, that's crazy. But I still got my phone, so but like when I get home, my mom has to take my phone. So yeah, that's the worst part of being in trouble by him. So after that, we just stopped doing that. So we just started like we just had to do that at his house. So yeah. So one time, we was hanging out at my house, and then I asked for his phone. Can I use your phone for a minute, like for Instagram? Because I didn't have Instagram back then. I didn't have an Instagram. That's a long story, but we're gonna talk about that. But I just had to use his phone for a minute, and then while I was like scrolling Instagram, you know, curious me had to look through his DMs. So when I went on his DMs, he was talking to a girl. Yeah, he was talking to a girl. And he said that, hi, my name is Bubble Bass. I'm single. Can we go out sometimes? Here's my number. I was mad as hell. I threw his phone at him, and I went upstairs. You know, I was in my room crying, and he came up in my room and tells me that I know he's going to see that. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. I love you and this and that. My dumb ass believed him. And then I said, yeah, it won't happen again. But guess what? It did happen again. Because one time I was hanging out at his house, and I caught him texting another girl. Yeah, on Instagram or Facebook. I think it was, no, wait. It was Facebook. So, and mind you, this girl was ugly, bro. She looked ghetto as hell. So when I asked him, who is this girl? So then he took his phone, ran to the bathroom, and came back with it with the message gone. Even though I seen the message, because in the message it says that I'm single. It was like, I think it was, I'm single and what's your name? It was a lot. It was a lot I saw, and I was really upset. And then his ass gonna call me insecure and this and that. Thinking, and then trying to gaslight me also. Thinking like what I just saw was not true, even though it is true. Yeah, that night when I found him texting another girl, I got so upset that you know, we had a big fight that night. So my sister had to pick me up from his house, and I slammed his front door. But we took a break, I think, and then we took a break or a breakup. I can't remember. I can't remember. It was like years ago. I remember some stuff I don't remember. A lot of stuff I do remember. So I think we did took a break, And then we started hanging out again, you know, being boyfriend and girlfriend again. So then I asked my friend X to pretend to be a guy that I'm talking to, you know. I was getting my payback because I saw him text another girl. I wanted to text another boy, which is X. In the message, she had to say like, "What's up, baby girl? What you doing?" I can't remember the message, but something like that. I told her to say. So then I told Bubba Bass to hand me my phone on the couch at his house, and he looked at my phone. He was like, "Who is this?" I was like, "Huh? Oh, nothing. It's nobody." And then he was like, "Is this X?" "No, it's not X. It's not." "Well, whoever he is, he finna get a beat down. Like he will beat somebody." But yeah, eventually, I told him, "Yeah, that was X. That was X. I was getting your payback. I was getting my payback. What you did to me." And also forgot to add to the story, every time I ask him, "Can I please use his phone?" he always stands beside me and watches me using his phone so he will get caught again. So, a year after that, he was a senior and I was still at the school, of course. It was Valentine's Day, you know. Well, not on the actual Valentine's Day, but every time when Valentine's Day comes up, we have like the boys have a special thing for us, like for all the girls in the school, right? So like some boys give the girls or the crush a V-Day gift, and I watch all the guys give the girls their gift. So when I waited for my gift, Bubble Bass didn't bring me nothing. And oh man, let me tell you this though. He gave another girl a Valentine's Day gift. Didn't bring me shit. We gonna call this girl BB. So he gave BB a V-Day gift. Didn't bring me none. Even though me and him was together. Him and that girl wasn't. I was so mad and I was crying. So yeah, I went outside the room. We was in the class. We was in the class. We was in the classroom, and I went outside and I started crying. And then my teacher got the nerve to say, "Stop all that crying. That's really embarrassing." But let me tell you this though. This is real shocking. But this one guy, we'll call him Light Light. So Light and was dating this girl called okay. We're gonna call this girl Megan. So Megan and Light, I think they was together. Yeah, they was together, but then they broke. I think they broke up. I think, you know, she did something to him. I think she cheated on him. I think. So Light was, you know, he was telling like happy Valentine's Day, girls, and y'all beautiful and this and that. And when he went to give the gift to her, he switched over and give the gift to another girl. And then she goes and she goes and outside to cry. And my teacher comfort her about that. And how is it when I cry it's embarrassing, but when she do it's okay? That makes no damn sense. See, this is why it's like a double standard to me, bro. Like I went in our classroom and I started you know, I was still upset and I was crying. And this fool gonna start to hug me and comfort me and talk about, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'll buy you a gift, I swear." Ugh. I didn't say nothing at all. I was just really upset. And I didn't want to see his face or talk to him that day. And so, the next time we hung out, at his place, I think, I saw him looking at other girls' pictures and liking them. Oh, and screenshotting them. But yeah, I got really mad at him. I told him, "Are you still doing this again?" And then he goes, "Doing what again?" "Liking other girls' pictures. Like, are you dumb?" He clearly is dumb because clearly I can see you liking other girls' pictures and screenshotted them. And by the way, don't get me wrong. Screenshotting It's really disrespectful when guys screenshot and save them on their phone in a relationship. That's really disrespectful. I don't care what nobody says. It really is disrespectful, and that is cheating. I don't care. Ooh. And also when me and him went to a game at school, yeah, we had a basketball game, and you know, I wasn't on that game because I don't know. Either the team captain hates me or she's just jealous of me. I don't know. So when we got to the game, we was hanging out. We was hanging out, watching the game and everything until when it was time to go. He was looking at this girl's ass really hard. He was just really staring at it. He was like, and then I looked at him so mad. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me right now? And so he was like, what? And I was like, you know what? Nothing. There's nothing. In the car, just me, Bubble Bass, his mom, and my two broke. You know what? We was gonna call them. We gonna call them Brokey and Broker. So Brokey and Broker was in the car too. And then, I was telling him I was so mad at him, and then he gonna talk about, I don't know what you mad about. I didn't do anything. I'm like, yes, you did. You stared at the girl's ass really hard. And he's like, so why you being insecure? And so the mad me started hitting him over the head, which I didn't know I didn't know I hit that hard, which I do actually. And then he grabbed my arm and twisted that shit. My arm hurted for freaking 1 week. I almost had to go to a hospital for that. And he got mad and then got the car and calling me a bitch and this and that. And then Brokey tried to calm him down. And then Broker calmed me down also. Oh, and their brothers also. Brokey and Broker are brothers. We broke up, I think, and then we got back together a month later, I think. I should listen to my friends. So my friends told me that Bubble Bass is treating you like trash. I don't think you shouldn't be with him. He really treats you like trash, and he doesn't treat you right, and he will never treat you right. You should go with somebody who treats you right, which is true. He treated me like trash since we was together. And then at first I didn't want to believe it, but what they said, they was telling the truth. And he does treat me like trash, which I freaking hated. After he graduated, we was hanging out at Brokey and Broker's house. Well, their grandmother's house, which I consider her my second grandmother. When me and Bubble Bass had to find a room to make out in. This part gets a little trauma. So, well, not a little trauma, but it just trauma. I was 17, right? And he was in his early 20s. I'm just literally scared to say this. But Bubble Bass decided to force me to that part. We're gonna call it carrot. A baby carrot. He wanted me to suck on his baby carrot. I did not want to, and he was like, he kept begging me and trying to do it, and I kept saying no, I don't want to do that. Like, no. And plus, he was sweaty too. Oh, and he has a sweaty problem. That's also, I don't want to do it. But at the same time, I want to do it somewhere special. Like, I don't want to do it like that way. But yeah, he kept asking me, do it before it gets soft. Because his always goes soft. And then I kept saying no. And then he kept grabbing my arm. Okay, he grabbed my arm really hard and says, can you please just suck it already? And I said, no, I don't want to. And so he just gave up and then let go of my arm, which it freaking hurt because he grabbed my arm really hard. He is really heavy-handed, and I think I bruised that day. I think I bruised that day. I don't remember. But yeah, that really hurt. And I was a little traumatized too. So after that, we just going on by our day. You know, just hanging out with Brokey and Broker. Just playing video games and just talking. A month later, decided to broke up. I decided to break up with Bubble Bass. And also I had a crush on another guy at the same school also. Not the other guy in middle school, this one in high school. I wanted to date him, but I was like, I was, you know what? Let me tell you this. I was being a pussy about it. I'm really scared of asking guys out. That just, yeah, that's how I am. We had to go in that same room where, you know, that part. We had to go in that room, and then I told him we need to break up. And also we argue a lot, so that's the main reason why we need to break up. And also he don't treat me good. He has girls on his phone. He texts girls behind my back. And I was just really done with it. Like, why would I go out with a guy who treat me just like that? Nobody wants to date a guy like that. He was sad when I told him I wanted to break up. And then he was like, "You're the only girl I dated." Oh, only girl I dated, but you told me you dated other girls. You had sex with other girls when you was in middle school. Which he did. He did told me that, and then my other friends that too. I was like, I know, but you treat me like trash, and you have other girls on your phone, and that really made me insecure and really upset. So we just had to break up, and also we argue a lot. That's the main reason why we had to break up. Now, mind y'all, we was on and off. Okay, we was on and off since high school. Okay, so when I was in college, 2 or 3 years after I graduate high school, I was dating this guy. We're gonna call him Tommy. So I met Tommy off of this dating website, even though I try not to do that. But listen here, I was ready to date. And Tommy was really nice. He was real. That's the white guy. That was the white guy I'm dating. That's what I was telling you about. That I dated outside my race. Yeah, me and Tommy started dating, but listen here. We didn't met each other, but we were a long distance relationship, which is hard, but we just had to make it work. So then Tommy treated me way better than Bubble Bass. Like, he always compliment me, tell me I'm beautiful and this and that, which he made me smile, he made me laugh. We send each other's memes back and forth, and we watch movies and shows on the phone. When I told Bubble Bass this, he was jealous as hell. Like, I see the look on his face when I told him I was dating Tommy. I just can't stop laughing at his face. I think, yeah, me and Tommy dated for like a year or two. Him dated for a year, which we still didn't meet. Oh, one time, Tommy didn't answer my phone calls, or he didn't call me or text me. He didn't receive my phone calls, text, or nothing, which I was really I was really mad as hell. Like, I thought he was ghosting me, or I thought he like died or got kidnapped. Yeah, I was real mad. And at the same time, I wanted to break up with Tommy. So Bubble Bass, oh yeah, mind you, me and Bubble Bass was friends. I was friends when I was dating Tommy. Also, every time Tommy hasn't text or called me for weeks and months, Bubble Bass keeps begging me to take him back and leave Tommy, which I was scared to do so because I love him, and he didn't do me like Bubble Bass did, so I had to say yes so he can stop begging like a dog. And I said, if you mess this up, it's over for good. Bubble Bass has to help me break up with Tommy, during text, because he couldn't, he didn't call or text me. So yeah, after I got done sending a long text message saying I'm breaking up with you and this and that, I'm going back with my ex. What was it? A few months later, he texted me back. Yeah, the reason why he didn't text or call me back is because he was in jail, which we ain't gonna get to that. But yeah, he was in jail and this and that. But yeah, I was already with Bubble Bass again. When me and Bubble Bass got together, he kind of mature enough. No, he kind of matured up enough, I think. Okay, he kind of matured up a little, which that's good to see. You know, he was treating me right. You know, he bought me stuff on the holidays and my birthdays. And also, he told me he stopped texting other girls and screenshotting girls behind my back. That's a lie. He still does that to this day. 1 year of us being together, I caught him having girls on his phone again. I think he was texting other girls too, if I do remember that clearly. And then he wants to lie and then gaslight as usual, and then say like, oh, they text me, but you're the one that's texting them back though. That's the thing. And for the screenshots of Instagram models, I seen them with they butt out. They they were wearing like, you know how Instagram models wear, like they wear like cute sexy clothes and this and that. He would screenshot them, have it on his phone, and he barely have me on his phone, like literally. He goes, you don't send me stuff. Why should I send you stuff when you're doing all of this? That literally hurt my feelings and make me insecure. And also, I told him I'm gonna wear those type of outfits that them girls was wearing, and then he gonna go, no, you not. You gonna wear those for me. You ain't gonna wear it in public or for no man. I was like, oh really? But those girls wear them, and you screenshot them. So how come they get to do it? And then he goes, you're not them. That's different. They're Instagram models. I was like, okay. But guess what? I started screenshotting. Oh yeah. Also, when we was in high school, he started screenshotting girls. I started screenshotting guys on my phone. Yeah, to give him a taste of his own medicine. Yeah, I was still screenshotting some guys, not all of them, like he does with the girls. He was like, "Oh, don't be like that. I love you, and I love you and all." I was like, yeah, okay. So then when we was out in public, we was hanging out, we was hanging out with our friends, and he was still looking at girls' asses. And then still looking at girls on his phone, barely pay attention to me. Every time I told him he needs to pay attention to me, he would do that unless I told him to. But in the meantime, for his own self, he would give me attention when he feels like it. And then I would literally do the same thing back at him, but he wouldn't get upset about, why you not paying attention to me? Like, you never done that to me whenever I tell you to. So then, one Christmas, a year ago, he brought me a promise ring. He was, he didn't like, how guys get on their knees and that, but he didn't do it that way. He just told me, he just showed it to me. He gave it to me, and then it was cute. I had to put it on. After I had it on, he tells me like, I'll never hurt you again. I love you and that. I want you to be my future wife and blah blah blah. I was like, I was real happy at first until I see him doing his own old ways. Looking at girl, oh yeah, about that. He has an iPad, yeah. On his iPad, he was showing me like a picture. I saw a lot of screenshots of Instagram models, like a lot of girls on his tablet. It was like a whole bunch, bro. He got more pictures than I have of BTS on my phone and iPad. And so yeah, I got real mad. I was like, really? So then he got off of there fast and was like, really, what you talking about? I was like, really? You have so much girls on your phone, on your tablet? I was like, what? said, no, I don't. I was like, yes, the F you do. Why are you lying? And he goes, Asia, calm down. It just Instagram models. You know I love you, right? I'm not dating them. I'm dating you. I was like, yeah, okay. Last year, 2023, the worst year ever, I just found out my grandmother died on April. So yeah, when me, my cousin, my sister, we was in Florida with my other cousins, and so we had to come back and see about my mom, and it was like really hard for us. So then, Bo Bass and his mom came to the house, with chicken, because I love chicken, and then after that, asked my parents can he stay over, and they were like, yeah, they were cool with it, because he was comforting me. So then, when he was comforting me in my room, he was comforting me in my own room, and I was crying and cuddling, and then this asshole going to say, I kind of want some head now. I was like, really? Are you serious? He's like, yeah, I can't help it. I'm horny. And I was like, dude, my grandmother just died my grandmother just died today. Why are you asking for sex right now? And then he gonna go and say, man, you suck. I was so damn mad. I rolled my behind. I turned my back facing him. And then he gonna like, I'm just playing. No, I really don't play like that. I don't care. Like, that situation was really serious. Like, I was not in the mood. I was not in the mood for sex or nothing at all, man. Like, what type of nigga asks you, can we have sex after your family member just died? Like, I'm not here for that. That's literally disrespectful at all. Really disrespectful. So after my grandmother's funeral, his mom and her boyfriend at the time and him, they all took me to a vacation because I really needed it, and that really, after losing my grandmother, it was really hard, like I said. Oh yeah, and also I was on my cycle, and I had my wisdom tooth taken out, which really sucked. And I had to take medication. I couldn't drink, nothing. I had to eat soft foods. And Bubble Bass was so freaking horny. Couldn't even freaking wait it. Like, I kept telling him I had my wisdom tooth taken out, and I had stitches in too. And his behind wanted some sloppy toppy. I was like, really? You can't even wait? And then he was like, no, I want some now. Ugh. I was so freaking mad. I had to give him a little bit. So about our relationship, it's like a roller coaster. Like, when it goes down, it's terrible, and then it goes up, it's good, and yeah, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. He's doing his same old stuff, liking girls on Instagram, saving them on his phone. Oh, and don't get me started on Twitter also. So when months later, since September, my friend, we're gonna call him Gundam. So Gundam told me that Bubble Bass was texting another girl. And I was like, what? Really? Wait, he took out the message? Oh yeah. Bubble Bass told Gundam, shush, dude. Was telling him to be quiet so I won't find out. I was like, no, show me the messages. Show me the messages. I was so freaking heated. My face was freaking red, and I was ready to beat his ass through the phone. So then he showed me. So then he don't lie and talk about the messages are gone. I'm like, no, show me the goddamn messages. So yeah, he showed me the messages. So, he showed me a little bit, and it started swelling fast. I'm like, no, go slow. So, yeah, he went slow, and then he went to go fast. I'm like, don't slow fast, go slow. So, yeah, he went slow, and then I read the messages. After reading all those messages, I was like, you know what, I'm done, and I just hung up the phone. Oh yeah, we was on the group chat too, where it was all the three of us. I was so freaking mad, bro. Like, I didn't want to talk to him. Like, actually, I didn't want to talk to him at all. And then he kept calling me. I kept declining. He kept calling me. I kept declining. I don't want to talk. And this is when I had to go stay in my sister's house, which I needed to go because I was real mad. I was real mad at my house. I really did. I just had to get out. Yeah, Gundam. Oh yeah. So Gundam's. Oh yeah, my ex friend, which is Gundam's ex. We'll call her Cassie. So, which I'm gonna tell you about Cassie in another video, but I'll tell you a little bit about her. But so Cassie, called me or text me and saying like, Bubble Bass needed to talk to you, and I say I need space. Bubble Bass goes, you don't need no space. We need to talk now, which I don't want to talk to you at all. Like, what he did was really disrespectful, really disrespectful. I said I'll talk to him in the morning. I really, really need space right now. And then he was like, okay. He was like, well, okay, whatever. But so yeah, so like the next morning, he called me and then he was like, you ready to talk now? Like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then he talked about, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry and blah blah. Like other cheaters do. Like, they always say they sorry, but they're not really sorry. They're gonna keep on doing it. Like, if a guy I swear, if a guy ever tells you he's sorry, he won't do this again, no, that's a freaking lie. He will do it again. And I don't believe niggas when they say they sorry they don't do it again. No. You did what you did, and it's over. When October was about to come, which is my sister's birthday, we was going out for my sister's birthday at this restaurant. So yeah, I was on the phone with Bubble Bass, Cassie, and Gundam in the group chat. So then Bubble Bass, he looked at me so weird. I was getting all dolled up and pretty, and he looked at me weird. He looking like, we trying to go out looking sexy. I was like, well, dang, you ain't gonna compliment me or nothing? Like, oh my gosh. I was like, I'm going out for my sister's birthday party. And then he goes, I text him, you ain't gonna compliment me nothing. Why you acting like that? And then he was talking about, I did compliment you. He didn't. Yeah. When I got to my sister's house, I text him. I text the group chat back in my sister's house, and then he goes, whatever, good night. I'm like, I said, why you having an attitude? He was like, I don't have an attitude. I was just tired. I was like, okay. I told him, is he going to be there? He was like, yeah, I will. I invited him to my sister's party. I invited Gundam. And also, I didn't want to invite Cassie because, this is when her and Gundam was broken up. And she would not let this man breathe. Like, she keeps bringing up the fact, like, he hurt her and this and that. I keep telling her, just let it go. You'll find someone who wants you and this and that. And she keeps saying, I don't want to lose Gundam. She says that all the time. It's, like, really annoying. I'll tell you more about her. Like I said, on the next video. Later that night, actually later that day, I was like, trying to find out what I'm going to wear. And I already found my outfit. So then Bubble Bass was saying, well, I can wait to see you in that outfit. Oh, and he also says that he telling me he real sorry about what he did, and I really want to make it up to you at the party. Like, what he means by make it up to me by sex, actually. That's what he means. So the day when the party came, my sister has a rodeo theme, and I was in my rodeo outfit. Okay, it's on my Instagram. Y'all can look at that. And I was looking cute, and then everybody was complimenting me at the party. The only person who didn't compliment me was Bubble Bass. He didn't even look my way. Okay, he was like sitting there quiet. He didn't want to do anything at the party. He just want to sit on the couch, look at music videos, and just be on his phone. And I just want to have fun at the party. I just want to drink. take pictures of people, but we didn't do that. Also at the party, Cassie told me that Bubba Bass was about to break up with me. And she talked about Blaine Gundam. He ruined his relationship. Like, I was like, no, he did not. That was Bubba Bass. He didn't want to text another girl behind my back. Not Gundam. Oh, yeah. So when they was arguing on the phone, well, she was arguing with him on the phone. She said, don't come to this party. Don't come to this party. We all blocking you. You ruined their relationship. Like, I'm the one that invited him to this party. Oh, yeah. He had work that day. I invited him to this party. And I didn't invite her. She invited herself to this party. Okay, she told Bubba Bass to block Gundam. So he did. And then she turned to me and told me to block him. Which I didn't want to because I'm on Gundam's side. Gundam tells me anything. He tells me the truth. I didn't want to do that because he is my friend. And he's a brother. Bubba Bass told me that he told me that Gundam ruined our relationship. That's why he told you I was texting another girl, and he wanted to have you know what with you. He trying to steal you away from me. And blah 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 blah. And then I was like, are you kidding me? I don't even like Gundam like that. He don't even like me like that. I like him as a brother. He like me as a sister. Okay, and we don't get down like that. Why in the hell we think like that? And also, let me tell you something about Bubba Bass. He always listens to people about our relationship. So when people at that school, or people at the school we used to go to, people always tells him like, why you dating this girl? She is not the one for you, and this and that. And he just listens to them. He's stupid like that. And also he listens to the principal's brother. We're gonna call him El Cheapo. So El Cheapo told him he shouldn't be with me, and he gonna listen to El Cheapo. First of all, that's between me and him. Why are y'all in our relationship? Like, that doesn't have to do with y'all, about our situation. And yeah, so yeah, they have to leave after the party. So then I asked him, I asked Bubba Bass, I thought you was gonna make it up to me. Why you guys leaving? He goes, I have work the next day. Okay, so I told him, so you ain't gonna give me no kiss or nothing? And so he goes, it's okay if I can give you a kiss. I looked at him weird. I'm like, why you asking me this? Yeah. And he gave me the weak ass kiss on the planted. Oh my god, I hated that kiss. I was like, why are you? I'm thinking to myself, why is he acting like this? After they left, I was so mad. I did not enjoy the party. I cried throughout the party. I didn't take pictures with nobody. I was just in the party getting drunk, smoking hookah to calm myself. So then, Bubba Bass, it was like a day after she told me, he told me that we need to break up, and then I started crying. I was like, what? I was like, oh shoot, I don't remember what I was saying, but I was bawling my eyes out and telling him why he doing this to me. I thought you loved me. I thought you wanted me to be your future wife and this and that. You bought me a promise ring. And he was like, I know, but we just need to break up. I keep hurting you. And I don't want to hurt you again. Do you want to stay with someone that hurts you? I'm like, no. Like, alright then, let's just break up. So yeah, I'll just, sit in my bed crying. After I break up, I barely eat, sleep, or drink anything. I would just sit in my bed just in tears. Like, I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to do anything. I just want to lay in my bed and just cry all day. And then, the next day, the day after he told me he wanted to break up with me, he told me everything that him and Cassie did. So I gave him questions and he gave me answers. So I told him, did you and Cassie had sex? He said, yeah. So I said, did you use protection? And he said, no. And I swear, man, I wanted to punch the crap out of him through that phone. Y'all know that video when that girl found out her boyfriend cheated on her? She kicked the crap out of him. That's what I want to do to him. He began to say that it was an accident, it was a mistake, it was my fault, not Cassie's. Oh, really? So why if it wasn't Cassie's fault, why didn't she push you off of her? Tell me that. That means she wanted it. And also, I was to tell him how I feel about he hurt me and this and that, and then I was pouring my heart to this nigga, and then he goes, I know, but we was falling apart. If we was falling apart, how in the hell you didn't tell me? You could have have a communication with me. Like, that's what adults do. The way what he did, he wasn't acting like an adult. He was still a freaking child, which he is till today. Like, what grown man who doesn't communicate with somebody that you're dating? Like, come on. You're not mature in this relationship. Cassie told me that he was talking crap behind my back. He was saying that I was not mature. I was not this and that. I'm always getting angry. I'm a brat. I'm really immature. I'm like, you're those things. I'm not. How am I immature? Of course, I'm gonna get mad because you make me mad. And also, the stuff that comes out of his mouth will definitely make me mad. Of course. And then every time he doesn't give me attention, of course that really makes me upset. So after what she told me, I was like, oh really? Okay. So then I told Bubble Bass, did you really say those things about me? And then he gonna lie and say, no, she's lying. I never said that about you. You're not immature. You're not childish. Oh yeah, childish is also one in the conversation he had with her. And then he wants to keep lying to me. I'm like, I don't believe that. And then he was like, seriously, you don't believe me? No, I don't. I don't believe you at all. He literally gave me trust issues. He's the main reason why I don't trust niggas. Yeah, that's the main reason why. That day when he told me, I found out they had bang at his house after the party. We was on the chat. The four of us was in the chat. Me, Gundam, Cassie, and Bubble Bass. I cussed the hell out of Cassie. I'm talking about you a homewrecker, you a BICTH, you a slut, you this or that. And then Cassie, on the other hand, want to say, he doesn't love you, he loves me. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what? You are definitely not my friend no more. Don't ask me for nothing. You're dead to me. Your mother should have aborted you. And I wish you dropped effing dead. That's what I said to her. And then she gonna go and cry. Crocodile tears. And Bubble Bass said to me was, you need to apologize. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Apologize? First of all the stuff she did to me, F my boyfriend behind my back, lied to me, and she said that you love her more than me. And then also, he didn't say nothing when she said that. He was just complete silence. Didn't say nothing. He just let her talk disrespectful crap to me. And he goes, apologize. And I said, I'm not doing it. I don't care. You know, it's not her fault. We made a mistake and all. It was really a mistake. It won't happen. You know, it was like a one-time thing. Oh, one-time thing, huh? Lord, let me tell you about this. His soon-to-be stepbrother, well, half stepbrother. We're gonna call him Snoop. Snoop is a cool guy, bro. He's cool to hang out with. He FaceTimed me one night after that incident where I cussed out Cassie. He said, he was like, are you all right? He was checking on me. He was like, are you all right? And I was like, I'm okay a little bit. I'm just still upset. So he told me that they had sex twice. I'm like, what? When was this? So he said after. So he told me after he got home for work. Yeah. So this is like, I was like, oh really? He was like, yeah. Oh yeah, and also mind you, I was really heartbroken. I was like, oh wow, I can't believe he did this to me. He was like, yep. And he was like, to tell you the truth, I don't like them together neither. And yo, Snoop was on me and Gundam's side, bro. That's why I F with Snoop. He's a real one also. After we got off the phone, I tried to call Gundam. He wouldn't call me back, wasn't answering my freaking texts. Oh yeah, and also he barely answers my freaking after the party. He barely answers my texts, my calls. He barely calls me like he always do. He didn't want to stay on FaceTime with me. Usually we stay on FaceTime every single night. Like we fall asleep on FaceTime and he would just stay there. I'm glad that don't happen because I'm sick and tired of him. I'm sick and tired hearing him snore out of my freaking ear. He snores way more than me. I snore too, but he snores like a freaking hog. And I'm glad I don't want to hear it. When it was almost Halloween, my sister was having this thing at her house. You know, this little Halloween get-together party with her friends and my cousins. And I was there. So yeah, that day I was getting ready to go over there. Bubble Bass decided to call me and say, his dumb ass decided to call me and say, his dumb ass decided to bring up old stuff from back in the day. He told me that one time when you told me to get my ass in the car, and when you told me to get my ass in the car, I was like, yeah, that was years ago. Yeah, why? So he goes, well, my grandma didn't like it, and she said you was bossy, and she said I shouldn't be with somebody bossy. I'm like, okay, Ian, why are you telling me this? That was years ago. First of all, I didn't say that in a mean way. I said it in a joking way. You know how moms be saying like, get your ass in the car. First of all, I was joking. I didn't mean it for me to be that serious and hurtful. But his grandma finding in a serious way, which that's like really ridiculous. R.I.P. to her, but she's really sensitive. Yeah, and him too. I swear his whole family is really sensitive, which I'm so glad I'm not in that family. And I was like, okay, but I was like joking. And then he said, well, my grandma didn't like it, so yeah, you was bossy. And I'm like, so you're not the one that's bossy? And also, which he is bossy. And then he's really, let me tell you this, he is really controlling too. Every time I was ready to head downstairs, hand me a snack and also a bottle of wine, he goes, put that down. Like he my damn dad. You're not eating that. And you're not drinking that. Put it down. And I was like, no, you don't tell me what to do. And he goes, put it back or no, you know what. I'm like, oh wow, okay. Oh, and also I did the same thing to him too. Every time he wants to get a snack, I'm like, if you eat that, you ain't get no, you know what. And then he goes, oh wow, you gonna do that to me? I was like, well yeah, you do the same thing to me. And he goes, well, I was just playing. No, sir, no you wasn't. That sounded like you was serious. Who in the heck threatens no baby carrot? Like, are you serious? First of all, if you threaten a girl with no, you know what, she gonna cheat on you. I don't care. Yeah, she will. Also, I tell him I want to wear this type of outfit. You know, I said minutes ago, I want to wear this type of bathing suit or outfit or whatever. And he goes, you ain't wearing that. But all the other girls are wearing it, and you like their picture. And then he goes, that's different. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, and don't get me started on Bossy also, because he's bossier more than me. I just first of all, me being bossy, I was just joking, okay? I like to joke around. I'm like the mom of the group. I like to tell people, I like, tie your shoes before you trip. Pull your pants up so I won't fall down. That's what I do. This was like 2023, so we're in 2023. Why are you bringing this crap up? He was like, I don't know. Well, dude, just stop already. That's like really annoying. And then he goes, so you're not the one that brings old stuff? I'm like, not like you do. I brought up like 2 or 1 old stuff. You brought up like the whole freaking thing. Like one time when one of my friends accidentally cut his hand, and then that time he didn't want to sue her, and so then now he wants to sue her. He talk about he wants to sue her. I'm like, back then you want to sue her, but now you want to sue her. And remind you, he ain't got no sue money. he This dude broke as hell. His money comes and goes. Like a broke person's money. Like, well, yeah, I have to sue her. I'm like, dude, come on. That was like years ago and you want to bring this crap up? But yeah, he brung up a lot of old stuff. I just can't remember because I usually forget about those old stuff. And just kept flipping that crap on me. Also, I keep telling him, all the other times you be on your phone and not paying attention to me and treat me like crap and this and that. This fool gonna go ahead and say, you always on your phone too. I'm like, are you for real right now? I'm only on my phone when you're not paying attention to me, like I said. He like, but still, you always on your phone. But you always on your phone. And he goes, no, I don't. Like, yes, you do. I'm telling you, he always constantly on his phone, looking at videos, don't pay attention to me, looking at girls and screenshotting them, and want to tell me that I'm always on my phone. No, I don't. And also, he was gaslighting me the whole time, manipulating me, thinking like I'm the freaking bad guy, but he's the one that freaking caused this breakup, and then wanted to blame Gundam. Gundam was looking out for me, and expose you're raggedy behind. And also, I was getting real mad at Bubba Bass. I was telling him, you treat me like crap. I should listen to my friends back in high school. You never treat me right. You're an a-hole. You a cheater. You're a liar, manipulator, and this and that. And I will never forgive you. I will never forgive Cassie. And then he goes, I said I was sorry about that. Dang. Can you please let it go? I was like, I would never let it go after what y'all did to me. And plus, why would I forget about what just happened that same month? I can't. Nobody does not forget about that. Just like nobody forgets about that incident just like that. Like, no, it literally takes a person years, like months or years to forget that. Okay, and plus, I'm already moved on. But that trauma he just gave me just still sits here. Like, I'm still healing, okay? I'm still healing about that. A little bit, but yeah. It's taking time to heal from that. He was going back and forth on the phone, on the chat. Gunham was on the chat also. And Gunham, he was telling him, well, Bubba Bass, you did her wrong. You treated her wrong. You did her friend behind her back. And you're really wrong for that. And then Bubba Bass wants to get mad at him. Talk about, it was an accident. I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't know she was going to find out this way. And then I was like, well, it did. So I hate you. I will never go back with you. And I will never forgive you. His dumb self going to say, you know what? Whatever. I'm blocking y'all. He hung up the chat, getting mad because we was telling him his wrongdoings, and also he needs to take accountability because he never does. In the chat, I said, are you done yelling? I still got some more to say to you. And then he gonna get mad, talking about I'm freaking done. I was like, okay. So then, and then minutes later, he was like, I'm sorry. And then he gonna go, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for yelling. I'm just really upset. I have anger issues. I really need therapy and this and that. I was just grieving about my grandmother and the rest of my family that died. I'm like, first of all, let me tell you something. If you're grieving about a family member, why would you go cheat on me? That's the dumbest excuse I ever heard. Like, I grieve about my grandmother. Do you see me cheating on somebody? No. That's like really dumb. You just want to cheat because you're dumb as hell. You can't get nothing what you want. So yeah, he got back on the chat And then, you know, he was telling me about how he was grieving about his grandmother, grieving about his family member, and saying he got anger issues. He don't know what's wrong with him. He's like, I don't know what's wrong with him. Okay, so he goes, he's okay. So he was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I'm acting like this. Yeah, because you're a dumbass. Of course, there's something wrong with you. He said, I'm sorry for. He like, I'm sorry for like saying that you're immature and all the names he called me, this and that. I was like, yeah, okay. I didn't want to accept it because I was like, okay. And he tells me sorry all the freaking time, which is freaking annoying because he does that all the time. And he'll do something that pisses me off. Yeah. And then he goes, you know what, you're right. It's all Cassie's fault. I should listen to y'all. Cassie ruined this relationship. And I said, yeah. I was like, yeah, duh. I don't know what's going on with your head. And he goes, oh, so you calling me stupid? I was like, I didn't say you was stupid. First of all, me and Gundam did not say he was stupid. We literally said what was going on in your head. Bubble Bass decided to get real upset and then cussing us out. And then I was cussing Bubble Bass out. I was calling him lots of names in the book. And then he proceeds to fire back and call me all types of names in a dictionary. So he was like, you're a BITCH, you're immature, you're bossy, you're childish. That's why Cassie is way better than you. He was yelling like a freaking demon. I swear, he sounded like he needs a freaking exorcism. Even his mom heard him. She tried to call out his name, but he was just yelling like a freaking demon. And she hang up the phone, and then I cuss him out and said, that's why I should never dated you, stupid ass. Everything. Yeah, that was like a terrible day. And Gundam has to comfort me. We gotta block him. So after that, me and Gundam blocked him. Oh yeah, and also, Bubble Bass decided to block me first. And then he wants to lie, talk about I blocked him first, even though I didn't. But he blocked me on everything, so I blocked him on everything. So it's Gundam. Cause after what he did to us was real trash and real immature. And also he broke the boy code and Cassie broke the girl code. So they're both trash, and I hope karma gets them. This was like part 1 of my toxic controlling ex, cheating ex. And comment down below if this ever happened to you. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next video, part 2. So peace, bye.